How's it going, everybody? Today I'm going to bring you along with me for a behind the scenes look on how I'm going to refine and kind of build out the channel. And what I mean by that is there's going to be some thumbnails. I want the content to be easily scannable when you go on the channel. That way you can see what types of videos are what. This is not a tutorial. It's me sharing my process, and hopefully you can get value out of that and apply it to your own projects. So we're going to be mainly working in Figma. I don't think I'm going to be using Miro for the simple fact that I need to go high fidelity very quickly, and for the rest of the kind of wireframing or notes and stuff like that, I can use just one tool. So I know I want to have different colors for different types of videos. I'm going to have talks. Open talks to me means just kind of logging on, turning on the camera, saying something that's on my mind, and there's no presentation. So presentation videos are going to be more visual. They're also going to be more structured. And like I said earlier, I had a third one in mind, but I don't remember. So what I want to be able to do is people who, for example, are coming on the channel, I think the grid is 5 by 5. So regardless, so let's pretend that this is the YouTube channel. I'm going to make an artboard on this just for the sake of it. So I'm going to go to MKBHD's channel because I love his content and I know he has a lot of videos. Okay, so this is what the channel template looks like. I'm going to bring it half screen, take a screenshot, and then I'm going to paste it in Figma. So it's 4 here. We're still going to keep it to 5 just for an example. And essentially, I want to have the ability for people to just see at a glance what type of content the video is. Right? There might be series. So I'm actually going to just take this like this. YouTube says they do 720 by, 1280 by 720 for the thumbnails. So we can just do this. Does this ratio line up? It does. Perfect. So I'm just going to delete what's in this. I'm going to make a component out of this. Drag that component. Right, so now I can resize this. Okay. So like I said, I know I want a solid color. Now for the colors, I had some of them in my past branding. There's my new branding as well. I actually think I may have changed this on the fly last time, so I'm just gonna go to my website real quick. I'm never sure if I have the right color. Okay, so just gonna duplicate this, paste this in. I didn't take the time to clean up my last rebrand, so I should probably do that. But for now, let's just be dirty and go and pick the colors directly off the website. I know I had done a bunch of work on some colors last time. All this stuff here. So I'm going to start with a first kind of prototype here. I'm just going to pick this color. So for this concept, we could have part of the title here. Or like an important keyword or something. I wanted an icon for every category. I'm looking for something that represents multiple, like a series. Some of you may be asking, why aren't I designing my own icons? Well, I could. It's going to take more time, and that's, not going to give much of an impact. It might be fun to do, but designing my own icons isn't going to change much for people identifying the type of content that they want, which is the main use that I'm doing. It might look a little bit more branded, which is definitely better. And maybe, once I have the time for that, I'll look into something like that. But also the goal is to just quickly get an idea of what I want, and going through an icon library is much easier than having to draw stuff out and make it. So at least that's for me. This is good for now, just to give an idea. So I'm going to, I got the keyword here. Now I'm actually going to do a bit of ideation. Hopefully this is aligned. So the thumbnail, like the icon could be here. Keyword, colors, obviously the whole frame, which leaves kind of this area here. The icon could also be half. Keyword, maybe on 2 lines. I look at Also can't forget the time. So there's going to be this here. Looks like it's black. Rounded corners. Right, that looks about right. Okay, let's get into making this look a little bit better. And I'm gonna go on Unsplash. Also gonna make this a little smaller. I'm gonna see if I can add a little thickness. That hack does not work. Actually, it's inside. There we go. If I do outside, that might work. Perfect. That's actually horrible, so whatever. So I'll just do 2. The only thing I'm gonna do is actually align this with this, see if this works. Might be a little bit too small though. Yeah, kind of lose. So I'm just gonna duplicate this, keep a copy. I want to scale this up to maybe twice the size. That's actually pretty good. So same padding here as here. Basically I have all this place for text. And this is pretty much in ratio, I think, with the timer, so it won't look too weird. It's not exactly, but it's close enough. What's important is that this and this are spaced out evenly. This is actually 178 by 178. So I could do 175 by 175. Drop it right here. Actually, that's not proper. There we go. Okay, that works. So now the only thing I need is the colors. Alright, so I'm going to start off with these colors after having looked at different options. I don't want it to be too strong, too colorful. You know, this variety looks okay. So in a nutshell, let's see what this would look like. The primary colors would definitely be blue, green, and this kind of brown gold. And this one could be for like special videos, maybe podcasts or guests or another type of piece of content that I'm not too sure of yet, but we'll see. So let's just scatter them around, see. Feeling I've seen this color combo somewhere before. Can't put my finger on it though. Probably wondering why I'm not setting up primary colors and using all the Figma stuff. It goes not necessarily faster, but it's easier in my mind to be messy. I don't want to start putting all these colors that I'm going to possibly not keep. I only use this feature when, not this feature, adding to the palette when I've decided officially on colors. If not, I don't really use it and I just prefer to color pick it to keep my document light. I like the pastel, but kind of hard to read. Just feels very heavy when like this does not look like a fun place to be. Alright, so I'm gonna settle on this. This is definitely, I think, the best one. So you get a little bit of color coming through here. The readability, since this is more opaque, and works nice with different colors. This is good. I'm pretty much reaching the time I wanted to budget for this, which was about an hour more or less. I have a really good idea of where I'm going. Probably gonna tweak a little bit some colors as I go, but for now I'm gonna stick with the blue, the green. Not sure about this one. The gray works as well, and just use that, see how it feels, and change anything if I need to. So this, in a nutshell, was my process to kind of figure out the look and feel of the channel. The goal of designing this, like I said, was for being able to scan content very quickly, be able to identify what type of content is what at a glance. That way, if you like a certain type of content, like the talks or the presentations or workflows, then you can very quickly identify those types of videos and then just start watching. So hope this process was useful for anybody actually looking to design their own thumbnails, make it easier for their users to navigate their channel and find what they're looking for. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.